Hey, it's Nick again from Diamond Cutter Institute. Hope everybody's doing great. I hope you guys are trying to put into practice some of what we've been talking about, how to plant seeds for success in all of your business and relationships. So today, we're going to talk about personal relationships. This is extremely important for all of us. We can have success in our business. We can make oxygen money. We can achieve financial freedom where we don't have to worry ever again about how we're going to have money for anything that we want. But sometimes people have money, but they're still unhappy. So most people, a goal that is really common to everybody in the world is to have a sweet relationship, a beautiful partnership, somebody with whom you can experience all of the good things that have come from achieving financial freedom. So DCI level 4 especially deals with how to have success in your relationships. And there's a great book by Geshe Michael Roach. It's called The Karma of Love. And I recommend if you are looking to start a relationship or if you have a relationship and you're trying to make it a better relationship, you're trying to upgrade, then I suggest you to read this book, and it has a lot of great stories that you can put into practice. So Karma of Love, give it a shot. So how to get a partner, how to keep a partner, and how to have a happy relationship. All of this you can learn about in DCI level 4. There are many life tools that you can learn. And I'll just talk briefly about how to do this and my own experience putting this into practice. So what is it that, why do we want to have a relationship, really? When you're thinking about what seed you want to plant, you have to think about what's at the core. What's the essence of why you want that? In this case, I think for most people, the reason you want a relationship is because you don't want to be lonely. You want to have companionship. So how to plant this seed? Well, we talked about the 4 steps. And the second step is to find somebody who wants the same thing. So who wants companionship? Many people, probably everybody. This is not hard to find. So you have to find somebody in your world who wants companionship and accompany them. Keep them company. Spend time and help them to feel good. How to find somebody if you're having a hard time? Well, DCI has some very common suggestions. The nursing home is a great place to find people who want companionship. The nursing home is a tough place. People got old and they just sit around much of the day. They're just hoping that somebody will come and talk to them and pay attention to them. So these are people that are really in need of companionship. So if you're looking for a suggestion, you can get together with some friends or go by yourself to the nursing home once a week for an hour or two, spend time with a lonely old person, and just plant some good seeds together. I'll tell you something though, your motivation does matter. If you go to the nursing home and your motivation is just like, you're just hanging out with the old person and just kind of, okay, passing the time, waiting, like, yeah, I'm planting my seeds, but you're really just thinking about yourself, just thinking that you're planting the seeds to get a good partner, you still will get a partner. This does plant the seeds, but your partner will also be like that. You'll get a selfish partner. Okay, so how do we find a partner? Well, typically when you want to find a partner, you do something like go to some kind of online dating site, maybe, or use some kind of app, or maybe you just go to the nightclub and have a few drinks and dance. And yeah, it's possible. Does it work? Sometimes. It works sometimes, but it doesn't work all the time. And in DCI, if something doesn't work all the time, then we say it doesn't really work. And also, if you meet somebody at the nightclub, that might not even be somebody, the kind of person that you want to spend time with. Or it's just hard to say, you never know. And anyway, in DCI, we say you have to create the causes. You have to create the seeds to get everything you want. So when you do want to plant a seed intentionally, you have to think about what is the essence of the seed that you want to plant. What is it that you're really looking for? So when you're looking for a partner, you're looking for a personal relationship, most people, what they want is companionship. They don't want it lonely. They don't want to be alone. So we talked about the 4 steps, and the second step is find somebody who wants the same thing. It's not too hard. I think most people want companionship. They don't want to be lonely. So if you look around, it's not so hard to find this. But it's more powerful if you plant the seed with somebody who's really lonely. So in our suggestion from the Diamond Cutter system is to maybe go to the nursing home, hang out with some old folks, because they have a really rough situation. They're living in this place. Most of the time they don't have anybody who wants to talk to them. They're just sitting around and waiting for somebody to keep them company because most of their family is busy. So if you can find some time, maybe 1 hour per week or something like that, you could get together with some friends or go by yourself to the nursing home and spend time with some old people. And this is amazing, you know, this is a really good seed if you can stay with them and make them laugh and just spend some time. And every time you do that, do it with the 4 steps in mind. Specifically, that means after you do it, you feel happy about what you did. We call it coffee meditation, remember? You take some time, you reflect that you spent time and they were happy. You can remember when, you know, they told you some funny stories about when they went on dates 55 years ago or something like that. Just be happy about it. And your motivation makes a big difference, okay? Like if you go to the nursing home and your motivation is just like, yeah, I want to get a partner, so I'll spend time here, you know, and then you're just looking at your watch, waiting for the time to pass so you can say you spent your hour. Will it work? Yeah, it will work. You'll still get a partner, but very likely your partner will be selfish because you're being selfish in the moment. So we recommend that you do try to cultivate emotions of love and care for this person, you know, and be happy while you're with them and spending time with them. And this is gonna plant the seeds for you to have a successful and happy relationship. And this is one way, okay? It doesn't have to be an old folks home. It's just a suggestion. As a DCI practitioner, you have to learn to be a little bit creative with seeds. You have to think about, you know, what is the essence of what I want? And then you can, you know, consider, well, what kind of seed do I need to plant? Okay, and with who can I plant this kind of seed? So the old folks home is a suggestion, and it's a great idea. I mean, I do suggest you do it. In my own experience, I have a beautiful wife, a very happy relationship, and she planted the seeds for me, and I planted the seeds for her. And we both did it very consciously. It's really cool. And we didn't know each other. She's planting the seeds somewhere else, and I'm planting the seeds, and then we come together. In my case, I was visiting the prison. So every week for 3 years, I was going to teach yoga and meditation to some prisoners and spend some time with them. And that's a really, really hard situation for them. They're very lonely and very sad. So I was fortunate to have the opportunity to spend time with them every week for maybe 1 or 2 hours. Spend time in there, talk, you know, be kind. And I planted many, many, many good seeds like that. And then I rejoiced. And eventually, my wife, she just showed up. And she was planting seeds for me. She was visiting an old lady for, I don't know, several months, maybe even a couple of years. And she also did something very special and something that we suggest you do in the DCI system. She made a list of all the qualities that she wanted to see in her partner, who became me. She made a list, and then she knew that she had to first embody those qualities herself in order to create that in another person. So she did it, and she practiced for a while, and then, you know, now we have a really happy relationship. Of course, we still have to work on it. You know, you can't just plant the seeds and then come together and then everything's finished. The problem with that is the seeds wear out. So many difficulties can arise. You know, you have to continue to plant the seeds. So now we plant the seeds together. Actually, we have one Taiwanese old lady who lives in our town in the United States. And every time I come back from a trip to Taiwan, I bring her pineapple cake. And she's so happy because she doesn't come here anymore. She's very old, you know. This makes her so happy. And I've spent time with her, and together we plant the seeds to continue to have a beautiful relationship. And we have to remember, you know, if we get too busy, she's always reminding me, hey, we have to go with the old lady, otherwise our relationship's gonna wear out. Why is that? Because mental seeds are like real seeds. You know, you plant it and then it opens and then the tree grows, but eventually the tree dies. So mental seeds are the same way. They don't last forever. you have to continue to plant more seeds. It's very important that you do this, and it's very important that you and the partner can do this together. I mean, you can do it yourself as well, and it will plant more seeds, but it's particularly powerful if you can do it together. I do recommend you try it. So, I recommend you guys think about what you want. Do you want to start a new relationship? Do you want to upgrade the existing relationship? Do you want to grow old together with somebody and be happy? If you want these things, you've got to create the causes. This is the essence of the DCI system. Plant the seeds for what you want and it will come. So I'll tell you something cool about the nursing home, because people have often asked, this DCI system, it sounds kind of selfish. And then you're just going and helping old ladies and just to get what you want. Like, how is this really, how is this a heartfelt practice? It seems kind of cold. It's not, okay? It's just that this is the way that reality works. Like, you have to understand that if you plant a seed, that creates your result. So you should think about it this way. If you go to the nursing home and you spend time with an elderly person, and then you do get what you want, you get a partner, and you're happy in your relationship, people are going to see this. People in your world are going to be inspired by what you just did, and they're going to copy you, okay? They're going to do what you did, and then they're going to be successful, and then people will copy them. So what's going to happen? I mean, it's amazing. Everybody starts spending time with elderly people. All of a sudden, there's no more lonely people in this world. Everybody's happy. This is the eventual outcome of thinking this way, is that everybody's going to start thinking this way. In order to plant a seed, you have to be kind. So in order to keep your relationship strong, you have to spend time with lonely people. Then everybody's doing it. Okay, so this is the perfect world is going to have like long lines of people at the nursing homes just trying to spend time with elderly people. Nobody will be lonely. If you think like that when you're doing it, your motivation is so high that it's going to create the seed that ripens very quickly. So try to imagine this. Try to imagine that you can be an inspiration to other people who will do the same thing. And then this kindness, this idea of getting what you want through kindness is going to spread, and the whole world is going to start to be more kind. If you can have a motivation like that, you're going to have a seed that ripens quickly and powerfully, and eventually you will create a perfect world. So thank you for listening, and I really hope you can try to put into practice this idea about seeds for everything you want. Thank you, and see you soon.